Well, a fine good evening, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I'm in Burlington, Vermont. Today, I'm back at Lakeview Cemetery. In case you don't know how much I love this place yet, just look at my Lakeview Cemetery playlist with 40-something videos in it, and you'll have a better grasp of how much I love this place. And my father's remains are buried here, so I do come and visit. But even before he was buried here, I just like to come here. It's a beautiful place. It does actually have a lake view. That grayish area back there, that is Lake Champlain. Hence the name. And by the way, if you want to be buried closer to the lake, it costs extra. Although that may be the only Lakeview property I could ever afford to purchase. I won't get to enjoy it unless, of course, I sit out here and just look at the lake on my plot. But I don't have a plot at this time. All right, so here I'm standing in front of McKnight, and look at this wonderful gated community right here. Let's go ahead and walk in. We see there's a veteran or maybe an ambassador or someone like that. This is Cecil H. Adams, who died in 1919. Can't see the date quite yet. And then there's something in the front here. See if we can read it. Just read it. Oh, Argonne, Saint Michel, Saint something, Argonne. Maybe he died there. And pardon my fingers on the flag. He's born in 1897 and died in 1919. 22 years old. Parents should never have to bury their children. I can't read this one at all. Maybe through here? Nope, still can't read it. Maybe you folks can. Oh, the last name may be Johnson. I see that's another name on the headstone, on the grave marker here. Note also that the urn is sitting down here. It should be atop the pillar, but it's clearly fallen off and it's been set up right here rather than reattaching to the top. See, this is the part of the problem when people want to put in shrubs and trees. We can see that it's over top of the column, and as I pan in, maybe you can get a better sense that it is actually right on it. So it could have been the vegetation toppled the urn. And certainly you don't want to be underneath this thing if one of these pieces falls. Holy cow, hitting your head, that would kill you. That's granite. Hitting you in the back, probably break your spine. Probably break your backbone. Yeah, you just don't want to experience that. I can't read. I can read Johnson. L.E.B. Johnson, maybe? Died January 26, 1903. Age 72 years. Lucinda McKnight, wife of E.B. Johnson. Died December 24, 1873. Aged 36 years. 36? Is that right? Well, she did die 30 years before he did. Well. Any names on this side? Oh, yeah. This is endowed. So it says right there. As I understand it, that's the same as perpetual care. And here we have Florilla Barrett, wife of E.B. Johnson, died August 22, 1898, age 55 years. Yeah, lived her too. Over here, who do we have over here? Grace J. Adams, 1873 to 1950, Josephine something, 1875 or 6 to 1954. And on the front here it says McKnight already. We know that because I had pointed that out to you. Eleanor O. McKnight died February 18, 1874, aged 76 years. Melvina McKnight died November 8, 1870, aged 43 years. So many interesting names. Florilla, Melvina. Wow. And then let's just pan up. And, well, down. You can see the base. That's hardly ever a good sign. Then we have this urn right here. I can pretty much hear the sound that thing made. Can you hear it too? That thud it would have made. And then this metal or stone? I was hoping, yeah, that's metal. These are metal rods. What's this? Oh, what is this right here? Oh, Josephine. I'm so sorry I stepped on her grave. I didn't see it. No way I can turn that around. Is it? Is this thing attached to anything? Well, it's into the ground somehow, so I don't want to try to pull it out, but I'm guessing if he lived 1897 to 1919, he served during World War I. It does say Argonne right there. Well, here's an interesting monument, isn't it? The one with the ball on top. I saw one like this. It was larger though. In the Richmond Cemetery in Richmond, Vermont. I don't know the name of that cemetery. It wasn't labeled. It's across the street from the Richmond Congregational Church. I do have a video on the church. It's also next to what had been a church. I can't remember. Is it the? It's a library now in Richmond, but I can't remember the church. But it's a beautiful Gothic style building. And next to a building that's really encroaching on the cemetery. Whew, babykins. Alrighty, so Augustus H. I think that's Blade. Capital B-L-A-I-D. Died 1886. I can't quite read the year. Can we read it here? Well, actually, I read the year. It was 1886. How old was he, though? I can't read the number of years. Aged, I don't know. But if you can, if you can read that, please let me know. And you have these usual stones, also trip hazards when there's snow on the ground or too many leaves as well. They do rake here. We have Delia, mother, father, and who is this over here? Ada. Now that That is certainly an older name, isn't it now? Probably haven't seen that name since maybe the 1950s or 60s. Oh, Blair. Blair is the last name, not Blade. This is Ada S. Blair, December 18, 1848. Died in 1925. Over here. Delia V. Blair, November 21, 1840, died July 2, 1918. If you want to see my photographs, certainly take a look-see on Instagram or Facebook under Traveling for History, at Traveling for History, or quotation marks, and you'll find it. And this is Catherine. I think that says Catherine. Let's take a closer look. Oh yeah, that's Catherine M. Wife of. And we do see a couple of larger headstones over here. There's Lucia R. Blair, wife of Reverend E. C. Bass, 1837 to 1902. And over here is Reverend Edward Carey Bass, 1836 to 1930. Wow. Ooh, what does this say? Oh, perpetual care. Isn't that nice? This bronze marker right here. Wow. Again, we can see the base. This stone, I'm not sure what that stone is really doing, but and then walking over here, I'm definitely in the land of taller monuments over in this area. The gazebo is right there. I have a video on that, and the fountain. I have 2 videos on that. It's a reproduction fountain. It doesn't actually work, but you can watch my video on more info. And the gazebo. Now I read that the gazebo was repaired. I read elsewhere that it was redone. So I don't know which is which. Well, I know what those words mean, but I don't know. I don't know. You know, conflicting information. You go with it. Now I notice also that these have definitely raised areas, like a raised planter, if you will. Kind of maybe an unfortunate description, but we can see that's elevated compared to there up to here, and it's delineating the square that this is. Just as that over there is a circle, and it's not only a raised area, but it has the fencing around it too. And the next 2, this one and that one, and there's one over there, also have these raised beds. And I talked about that yesterday in my video when I was filming here. So everything costs money. I'm sure it did back then too. This was Greenmount Cemetery in Burlington, which I have videos on that too. But Greenmount started as more of a rural cemetery and eventually evolved into a Victorian Lawn Park cemetery. I found fountain remnants. Yep, I've got a video on that. I was so excited. Gleeful, even. I knew there had to be a fountain there, and I found it. The remnants. Anyway, when this place opened, when Lakeview opened, this was designed as a Victorian lawn park. And the purpose of those types of cemeteries was so the families who come care for their families' burial site, so they could come and be with their friends and family, living or not, and they could even picnic here. You know, this was on the outskirts of Burlington, and it certainly would have been a clean and quiet place to enjoy the day. One of the reasons why I like to come here, actually, is because it's so quiet, especially this time of the year. And in the winter time, well, it's never, I almost want to say dead quiet, but maybe it's just tacky, but then again, so am I. Anyway, there are still people around, no matter what, but today is a little quieter, and I like that. All right, so we see here this beautiful, beautiful granite. Wow, this is gorgeous. It is tipping, though. Can you see? Can you tell it's tipping a little bit this way? This would be horrendous if it fell. But I wouldn't doubt it, because look at the land it's sitting on. It's tilted that away. Just something to think about, folks. All right. So we have Mary Josephine, aged... I'm not sure. Something 0 years. I'll have to get closer to see if that's a 20 or an 80. And Helen Louise, aged... What does that say? 3 years? 5 years? I have no idea. Let's get closer and take a look-see. Actually, before I do that, let me go over to the side, see who else is buried here. We can see, by the way, this is some sort of access road. I would drive this if I had to. Looks like I could make it in here. My car's low to the ground. My poor car needs work. My poor car. But I digress. But look at this beautiful monument. Isn't that an Irish cross? I mean, this is the day after St. Patrick's Day. Looks like an Irish cross to me. Celtic cross. My apologies. Theodore Austin Hopkins, presbyter, May 1828 to April 12, 1889. Faithful unto death. Excuse me. I don't think presbyter was part of his name. I think that's a title. Maybe elder? If someone knows, please let me know. We have these smaller stones. Definitely a couple of trip hazards with a lot of leaves or snow. Holy cow. Not a good thing. Beautiful though. Look at the beautiful. This is quite lovely. It's a decorative element because we know it wouldn't have been inexpensive. Elizabeth Fay, aged 4 months. Oh, wow. Richard Austin Hopkins, October 14, 1863 to March 26, 1921. Edith Rosalie Hopkins, August 26 to 1868. Excuse me, August 26, 1868 to February 24, 1938. Did not make her birthday. And then, how about over here? Alice Leavenworth Doolittle, wife of Theodore Austin Hopkins, July 18, 1832 to November 21, 1904. Requiescat in pace. It means rest in peace. Let him or her rest in peace. In this case, it's let her. That's what RIP stands for. You see that? Alrighty. Now, this one next to it has the similar style posts. These corner posts. And look how big it is. I mean, it goes, wow, it goes quite a ways around. Hadn't realized. All right. I'm actually going to go ahead and step up into this. Oh, I forgot to see how old those women were. Let me go back and do that. There we go. She was 50, and she was 3. Ooh. Wow. Well, that's just awful. All right. What time is it? Sun is beginning to set. Well, let's see how much I can get done over here. Let's see, is there an easy way to get in here? Not really. Okay. And our little cash registers. These things remind me of cash registers, no doubt. Alright, so back here we have Annie Meach, wife of John Van Sicklin, later wife of Frank H. Parker, August 7, 1856 to December 18, 1928. It's a lovely headstone. I really like the detail of this piece right here. This headstone is made the same way. This is John Van Sicklin, 1857 to 1888. Wow. He did make it to his birthday, so he was 33. Wow, that is so young. Wonder where he died from. And look at this. Wow. All right. If this hits you, you'd be dead. And if it hit you someplace else, you'd have broken bones. No doubt about it. Wonder what knocked that off. Did the post break inside? Let's see. All right. We'll put this down here. So I see a hole. Let me see. Is that it? Well, looks like there's definitely an indentation here. And I'm guessing there's a failure. I cannot reach up here well enough, and that's the best I can do is up there. So I can't even take a photo of it from there. So and I'm not going to stand on that marker to look higher. Oh, that's tacky. But we can see, I mean, my bet is that whatever connected it up there failed. And then maybe strong winds, or maybe vandalism. I hope not vandalism. It always breaks my heart when people break headstones. These folks cannot defend themselves. Although, if this fell on them, well, you know, titch of justice, I suppose. Or the those people who, you know, the saguaro cacti that are protected in Arizona. There were people who had cut it, but it fell on one of them and killed him. What a horrible way to die. But the cactus had the last say. This is James Shedd, 1821 maybe to 1890 something. Harriet J. Aldridge, wife of James Shedd, April 4, 1824 to October 23, 1882. And, I mean, this place just goes on and on. Now, there are lots of headstones over here. And this is broken away from this piece right here because the ground is giving. Be careful where I stand. Well, you see, oh, there's a place to enter right there. Well, dang. We'll come back around where it's safer to be. Then over here, we have some other folks. Clearly related in some manner. Walker. You see, this side says Horton. Mary E. Meach Horton, wife of O.J. Walker. Hiram M. Horton, 1866 to 1883. Ooh, look at the base of this bad boy. Obadiah Johnson Walker. So OJ. January 6, 1828. March 28, 1897. Robert Meach Walker. 1876. July 22, 1896. Mary M. Walker. February 19, 1842 to April 9, 1924, and Mina A. Walker, 1846 to 1926. Hard to see, honestly. All right. And how about on this side? Oh yeah, a few more folks. Well, this is something. I'm guessing it's a headstone. Mary A. White, wife of O.J. Walker, 1880, 1865. A daughter. 4 days. Frederick K. Frederick W. Oh. 1855 to 1862, so he was 7. Charles Edward, 1856, 1862, he was 5. John Henry, 1853 to 1862. Wonder what came through here in 1862, September, October. And Elizabeth, 1864 to 1878. I am so sorry. That's just heartache after heartache. And how about this side? No one's on this side. But look at that beautiful urn up there. Let's see if I can catch it from the other side. Sun is setting. See what I mean? Looks like a Grecian urn. All right. You see there's likely a veteran here. Yeah, ensign. No. John Ensign Walker, son of Mr. William and Charlotte Walker. And look at all these headstones. Oof. William W. Walker. Charles Edward Lamb. Harriet, daughter of William H. Walker. Oh, I think this is one of the first. This may have been the first headstone I had seen fallen here at Lakeview. That's a pretty early video. And let's step out of here. The gazebo, of course. Hiram, mother, father, Walter, Charlie, 1873, 1881, so about 8 years old. Lordy. Here's another entrance. You can see what the ground has done with this, the frost heaves and all that. Really pitched it forward. And this one is still pretty well in place, so we can see the difference between the two. And these stones up here too, the sides, these fences. Robert H.W.H. Oh, initials now. Some bigger stones. Who are these folks, perchance? William, 1869-1938, son of Agnes M. Walker. father, 1838 to 1903. Was that Solon? I'm not sure what that first name is. Walker. Solomon? See, it's Harry. 1874, 1905. Wow. What is that? 3031. Alright, well, I'm losing daylight, so I'm going to hurry to the other, getting closer to the other entrance to see these larger headstones up here. I want to get a better picture of this monument here, and its obelisk on the ground. Sophia C. Weatherby, wife of F.M. Van Sicklen, August 30, 1823 to November 15, 1887, and Frederick Mack Van Sicklen, May 20, 1828 to February 21, 1894. Not sure. It's actually a little darker than the than what it's showing in front of us here. Let's get him first. Oh, 1827, maybe 1904, 1894, 1894. Okay. Alrighty, welcome back to Lakeview and do a few more graves another time when there's more sunshine, or when there's more sunlight. This is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. If you're enjoying my content, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And once you subscribe, click on the notifications bell, and you'll be notified each and every time I upload a brand spanking shiny new video just for you. As of March 2022, I still upload every day of the week because I want to. There's so much to see, so much to do, so much to experience, so much to share with you. So, look forward to more of that once my car is fixed. My poor car. Anyway, this is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. Until I see you tomorrow, you have a great night. Thanks for watching. Truly appreciate it.